Alrighty. Excuse me. Hey there, Capricorn. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. So let's just pull a basic spread and see what we get, okay? All right, this one's going to be for my Capricorns, Capricorns, Capricorns. Okie dokie. From the top. Oops, push that. Okay, here we go. From the top. Let's see what you get. Okay, we're opening with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, followed by the Hierophant. And the challenge in this position, in this line right here, is going to be the World card. So this line right here is supposed to represent your recent past or your backstory going into this reading. Six of Pentacles to the Hierophant tells me that you were definitely giving to a situation that you felt was headed for if it was not already being considered a higher level of commitment. Okay? And you felt as though you were standing on even ground. You felt as though both you and whoever the counterpart was, you were both involved in this. You were both wanting to go the same direction. Everybody seemed on board, right? Life seemed pretty peachy. And then for some reason, the challenge here is the World card. So for some reason, everything looks like it came to a close. The cycle suddenly just closed. I can't help but wonder if the reason the cycle closed, with the Six of Pentacles out front, it feels like the reason the cycle closed was because you suddenly realized you weren't on the same page, right? What you wanted, and they had claimed to want as well, was actually not what they were after at all, is how this feels. Okay, let's see where it goes from there. Let's see. Okay, so that's the backstory. So what do we have currently? Currently, we have the Seven of Swords. The King of Pentacles is going to end up being the card at the center of your read. So from almost every direction, it'll play into the equation. And the challenge now is the Nine of Wands. Okay, the Seven of Swords says that once you figured out that this was not, you weren't on the same page, although that is what you were one time told. Obviously, you lost all trust in this situation and in the person, meaning that it doesn't matter what they say now, you don't believe it. So that's pretty much one of the bigger red flags you can have come into a situation, I think, right? There you go. The card in the center being the King of Pentacles, this is how you're presenting. This is who you're presenting as. So male or female makes no difference, but you are coming through staunchly in your masculine, okay? As the King of Pentacles, you're in boss energy. This is a kingdom that you run, okay? Nobody else. And I don't get the feeling that you just stepped into that because you needed to. This is where you stay. You're pretty much, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, you pretty much stay in this masculine role. Period. Which in some ways can make this kind of thing even more difficult because you misjudged the situation, obviously, right? And that's hard for anybody at any time, but it seems even more prominent when you're somebody who, you know, who's in a position like this where you should know better is what you're saying, I think. Okay, the challenge in the current situation, currently in this row, would be the Nine of Wands, which is the amount of wounding that you feel. You obviously opened yourself up to this person in a way that you don't normally, and let yourself be vulnerable in a way that you are not comfortable with anyways. And so then for it to happen this way, for you to get burned, it's not sitting well, to be certain. Okay. All right, where are we going from here? Okay, in the near future, I'm looking at the Ten of Wands, the Emperor, okay, and the challenge is the Four of Cups. Okay, so for some reason, you feel as though part of the blame for whatever's happened here is falling on you. It's got to be, in my opinion, because you feel like you misjudged the situation, right? So you feel like you saw red flags but didn't pay attention to them, or you feel like, I don't know, you feel like somehow this is partially your own fault. It's not enough so that I feel like you're trying to save this. I feel like this is done. And when Capricorns are done, they're usually done. That they're not somebody who gives people second chances normally. It takes a lot for them to open up anyways, so if somebody does you wrong, you're usually peace out. That's it, you know. But inside of you, you are very conflicted and you're carrying a very heavy burden. I don't know if the burden is that now you don't trust yourself to make judgment calls, possibly, because you got this one wrong. We all get them wrong sometimes, okay? Or if it's, I don't know, is there some kind of guilt associated with this? Like you're trying to gaslight yourself into believing you could have tried harder, could have done something different. It's possible too. With the Emperor, you are adamant about whatever it is you've decided in this particular situation. So if you decided, I'm staying no matter what, that's what you're sticking to. I don't care if you're happy or not. If you decided, that's it, I'm out, you're already gone. I mean, you're not coming back around. You're just very, with the Emperor, you're just very rigid in your thinking. Everything for you is very black and white right now, especially because you feel somewhat wounded and you're pulling back. So everything is, this is right and that's wrong. That's it. You're not up for, nothing's up for discussion. You're not into compromise right now, okay? So whatever it is you've decided, for most of you, I think you have decided to walk away. But for some of you, if what you've decided from the gate was this is where you're going to stay, damn it, this is where you will stay and nobody will change your mind. So that's that on there. The challenge right now is the Four of Cups. So whichever way you decided to go was going to be a toss-up, you know what I'm saying? As far as there's good and bad parts to it. Whichever way it was you decided to go, whether you left or stayed, right now you're dissatisfied and disappointed in every aspect of this particular dynamic. So probably making it worse if you stayed, right? Because there's nothing this person can do to make it better. There just isn't. There's nothing they can say or do that's going to make this better right now. In time, hopefully, you will soften maybe if what you did was stayed. If you're gone, then you're gone, but you're still disappointed in how the whole thing played out. So there's just an overriding sensation of being very disappointed and, you know, disillusioned or dissatisfied with everything involved. Okay, well, that was real uplifting, wasn't it? But anyways, let's keep going. We got the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor to me in this particular, the way that it's sitting out here. So the knight in shining armor to the Seven of Cups to the Two of Cups tells me that you have plenty of other suitors. This is not something where it's like, this was the only fish in the sea or something. This is not happening at all. I mean, there are other people that would love to rush in and try to save the day here. There are plenty of other options that you have for directions you can go in. This was the one you had chosen, that's true. And it looks like you chose wrong. It happens, okay? I'm telling you, it happens to everybody sometimes. This is just your sometime. You know, I bet you it doesn't happen anytime soon again, not like this. You know, you'll be sure of that. Two of Cups on the backside, you know. There's a divine union out there right now that's trying to come in, if not more than one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this was unjust in some way towards you right now, and I feel like the scales balancing out is going to bring you an influx of these different options. I don't know that you're interested in any of them. As a Capricorn, often you will retreat now for quite some time and try to analyze this whole thing and figure out exactly what went wrong and how to change it. But you do have options if you want them. There you go, Ace of Cups. See, there's a new opportunity in love. The Four of Pentacles, you're hanging on to the pain right now. It's like you're almost trying to punish yourself so that you don't forget what happened here, because you don't want to allow it to happen again. Three of Wands on the backside is you trying to look towards your future, which is the right thing to do. That's what you're going to do anyways. So there you have it. I mean, it looks like this has been painful. I don't know that other people realize how painful it's been for you, because I think you probably keep that pretty much to yourself, but this has been arduous for sure. This was not how it was supposed to play out. And I think you're being very hard on yourself. You need to show yourself some grace, okay? Let's see what we got. For Tuesday, you have the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. So either you're in the public eye or you're somebody who just attracts a lot of attention. At any rate, you are trying to pull yourself away from that attention right now, trying to pull yourself into calmer waters. Wednesday, I've got the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you're standing firmly in your independence on Wednesday with the Six of Cups. It feels like maybe you're being somewhat nostalgic. Okay, Thursday, I've got you Ace of Wands and the King of Cups. This is you getting a hold of your emotions. So it's like you are rounding them all up, like you're at a rodeo or something, and pulling them all back to you. Ace of Wands is you know, you're trying to find new inspiration, trying to find something to get your mind off of this, push you in a new direction. Thursday, I have the Knight of Pentacles and Justice. So Justice is here and it's trying to play out, but it looks like it's taking a little longer than you want it to, because it's feeling kind of stagnant for you. It's like, come on already, let's get this going. It's coming, it's coming. I know this has been hard. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it like that, but you're definitely through the worst of it. I mean, the worst of this is already come and gone. So this is just a matter of cleaning up the mess, kind of, you know, and forgiving yourself. That's what I see. Okay, that is what I see for this week. I hope this somehow helps you. It's going to be okay. It really is. You know that. It is. It's going to be okay. All right, that was what I had for Capricorn. And a clicker that don't want to work again. Click. 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 Really? Okay, wait. It works this way. Off, on, click.